Welcome back, Commanders. Mikey B here. Um, Thanks for joining today. I have to say, apologize for not being um, as active on YouTube lately. Had some personal things happen that needed my attention, and some family things, and then I had some work things, and then I needed a new laptop. So just so many things were just snowballing one right after the other. So unfortunately, I was away a little bit, but I am back now and focused onto the game again. During that time, that last few weeks, I did get a little bit of things accomplished into the game. So that's kind of what I wanted to show you today is some of the enhancements that we've made and changes that we made to the game. So one thing you'll notice right away is that the convoy intercept mission has been changed to supply strike mission. So we rebranded this because as you're going to see later in the week when I showcase the alliance, you're going to see that scouts play a big role in that game content. And I already have plans that is fighter specific game content. And I eventually will be making some interceptor and support ship only content. So with that said, I didn't want a intercept or interceptor game mode to be confused with when we make the interceptor ship specific gameplay mode. So to avoid confusion, I figured let me rebrand that now to Supply Strike Mission, and then when the other content comes out, there'll be no confusion between the two. The other thing I wanted to show you, and this was a great idea by one of the beta testers, you'll notice that, remember when you sent out a campaign mission, if you wanted to claim or claim and redeploy, you had to click each individual mission that you sent out. Now there's a button that does all claim and redeploys. You can see I had 8 different missions that were out there. So with one click and probably 3, 4 seconds, as you saw there, maybe even less, it claimed the rewards and redeployed all 8 in one shot. So great quality of life upgrade there for all the players. And the other thing that was also changed, that was new, is the Outpost Rush mission. This used to have 21 levels. We now have 28. I added 7 more missions here that introduce some different pilots in the enemies, as well as enhancing the agents that they have. So it's farming. Let's go ahead and farm again. So, um, yeah, so we had introduced some agents, and we also introduced the freeze agent, cryostasis agent on these ships. So that's going to kind of make you rethink the ships, and you may need to build a new ship to be at the tail end of your teams that you build for defense on the outpost trust mission, because there was one pilot, the which one was it? I think it was the Warden. Yeah, the Warden MK pilot. That pilot gives you invincibility, not invincibility, immunity, will grant immunity on your allies. So that will prevent you from getting froze or any ion burns, defense break, things like that. So you're going to want to reconsider how you get your team together for the later stages here in order to get past 24, 25, all the way up through 28. Um, we'll also be introducing a new agent, a slot 3 agent that will also give you immunity. But remember, slot 3 also is the one, and it's the only one that gives you invincibility at the start of the match or a chance to have invincibility. So you're gonna have to kind of play. Do I want invincibility? Do I want immunity on my ship to start the match? What how am I gonna want to play that and build my different teams for this content? So don't want to make the game where oh, I just build up ships and that's it, I'm done. No, I want to have a little bit of strategy in how you build your ships and how you build your teams for the outpost rush mission. I plan on having, I think, a total of 80 levels when we're all said and done. So there's a lot more to come. One thing I did introduce also is some new rewards in Wave 21. If you beat that, you're going to get 2 of the normal bypass credit tokens for when you're upgrading pilots. As you get further into the game and you get level 15 pilots, it gets a little expensive to level those pilots up because you have to use neural credits. But this will allow you to use a neural credit bypass token instead of neural credits. So as you are leveling up those pilots, you don't have to use as much neural credits. You can actually use these tokens instead. You will get 2 when you beat Wave 21. You'll get 5 when you beat 25. And you will get 10 if and when you beat 28. So, and I'm sure you will. It just takes a little bit of concentration strategy on how you want to build your team to beat level 28. So yeah, so guys, that's it. I know I mentioned earlier in videos I was hoping to have the game released in mid-April, but due to things out of my control and things that happen, life unfortunately has bumps in the road, and I had a few bumps in the last few weeks. So we're gonna have to push the rollout to probably mid to end of May. Um, Looking over the checklist of things that need to be done in order to release, the list has gone down considerably. We're probably at about 4 or 5 things that definitely need to be done before we release, and I think we can get those done in the next couple of weeks, and then get us released in mid May or to end of May. Don't forget, if you haven't signed up for pre-registration, please go to Zorlian-X.com. Pre-register, because when you pre-register, you're going to get a bunch of goodies when the game launches. So be sure to do that. Appreciate everyone's support. Really looking forward to getting the game out there to everyone's hand to play and enjoy. And I think I know my beta testers have been loving it, playing it, and they're hooked on it. They keep asking me, when are you going to release? When are you going to release? Because unfortunately, all those beta testers are going to have to replay the game to get back up to where they are now. But I appreciate all of them. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. Take care.